Today we're putting to pieces not one but two engines for our FSO Polonez truck. Now we're gonna take off the cam cover. Lot of sludge. If you can see that. What the I'm not an expert on OHV engines or any engines, to be honest, but I really don't think that those push rods should be placed like that, right? Hey, but it's only 2 out of 8, right? Mission accomplished. The engine is out and I've just separated it from the transmission. As you can see, it's not particularly big one. It's a 5-speed manual, of course. And look at that. It's like ages of dirt sticking to the oil. It looks like a glue or kind of a cement. Anyway, we're not sure now should put the engine on an engine stand. But there is a problem. I don't own an engine stand. So instead of buying one, I've just took whatever was lying around and made this contraption on a pallet, and there are even wheels underneath, so plenty of space. And as you can see, it's a bit high, and I will use a bit unconventional way of holding the engine to it, because normally you bolt the engine where the transmission goes, for example, to the engine stand, but here I will actually use those pieces of pipe that I welded with some metal bracket, and they will go where the original engine mounts are going, and I will try to put them here. I hope it will stand. Yeah, let's load it in. Yeah, it looks brand new. 2014. July 2014. This pressure plate in the batteries. That's going to be interesting. La 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 la. See, there are no ports for the injectors, but the other cylinder head that is currently at Wawrzyni's place from the second engine actually has those like cutouts here for the injectors to go in, so we'll most likely use this other one. Yeah, and you can almost see now that this is a red block, a Polish red block. That wasn't the plan. I think we can proceed with taking off the cylinder head, and we will unbolt it in the reversed order compared to the order when you actually put it on. That was a quick one. Let's give it a small whack. Okay. Down. Ooh. Hopefully this will be not a big issue. The rust is quite high, but it is actually going, I think, below the line of the piston rings, but it might not be that bad. Yeah, there's probably some coolant there. Okay, I will take a deeper look, but so far not that bad. Definitely better than the other engine. Okay. Look at that. I'm almost here. Out of plastic. Huh. That's interesting, because the other one was fully metal. It's probably would be faster to just take a puller. I only knew where I have the puller. Probably the rust. Yep, nothing that a bit of rust removal could not handle. Coming out of this filter. See that? It's water, the coolant. Like corroded or something. Damn. The color say that it's, I mean, completely used, but this is really like corrosion. What the hell happened here? This piston doesn't look too bad. Damn, this bushing is just completely wasted. smell of really old oil. Should be glad this is not a smell-o-vision. See that? Like craters. You know, like it was under a meteorite shower or something. Maybe it survived. Maybe. Okay, and the only thing left is the camshaft. So I've made a detailed explanation about all this crap, but then I've realized that the footage is 25 minutes long, so instead I'm gonna give you a quick summary. Oh yes, and I have a new haircut. Engine from the car and the second one. Dirty oil with a lot of solid particles and scratches and grooves on all bearing surfaces. The second one used bearing up to its limit, and a lot of craters created by the oil being not changed for a long time and becoming like an acid, plus it was mixing with the coolant, but at least it was clean, so no scratches. Crankshaft from the second engine, up to 0.2 millimeters out of spec, scrap. Crankshaft from the car, about 0.03 of millimeter out of spec and just slight oval. If we cannot find anything better, we'll just polish this one and it's going to work. Camshaft from the crappy engine, a lot of wear and grooves on the bearing, and significant shaving of all cams. As you can see, it was this big before and now it's almost round. Camshaft from the car, much better shape, but still some shavings on all of the cams. So you could use that for a daily driver maybe, but since we're going for some performance, we will get a new one. A piston from the scrappy engine with enormous play on the piston rings, scrap. Piston from the car, no play on the rings and in not such a bad shape. It could be still used, but we will probably rebore the block slightly, so we're gonna buy a new one, and if we can, it will be only 0.1 millimeter larger. Cam levers looking crappy on both engines. We're gonna have to shave those surfaces to make them even again, and it still should work. The engine head from the good engine, but believe it or not, this engine head is actually a piece of crap right now. As you can see, there was a significant knock on this cylinder here, and this aluminium is pretty much eaten away. It has a lot of craters there. This is probably caused by lean mixture of LPG, and also the design of those combustion chamber is quite poor. As you can see, there are a lot of those really sharp edges which make the knock occur much easier, especially around this spark plug, which is exactly what happened here. And this actually caused the leakage of the coolant and mixing it with the engine oil. And as you can see on this head gasket, this is exactly what damaged it. Hydraulic lifter from a good engine, not in a bad shape, but we want to change to a mechanical one as it will be lighter. And of course, on those engines with mechanical lifters, they are a slightly different diameter, so we will need to adapt something else, perhaps from Skoda Favorit or something like that. And last but not least, a part of oil pump, and there is a significant wear visible on those surfaces here. This is just probably coming from the age and not a very good quality of oil used, so we're gonna have to find a new oil pump just to be secured on the oil pressure. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.